Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Frank and Polo from Studio 232.
The only studio that matters.
Sure. We're not in Bioshock, but we are in the Bioshock Minecraft thing that I built, kind of doing a side-by-side. People were asking for it. Many people. Legions of people.
Legions
of fans.
Were they the ones who crashed this plane?
No. That was me. Spoiler alert.
Oh.
Anyway.
Jerk.
So... Well, I mean, that's kind of the point of the game. Anyway, so I built a Minecraft Rapture, so we're just going to go show you some side-by-sides from the game, and then the Minecraft version that I built, so you can see, if it's good or not. I'm going to go with no, but, whatever.
Make your own decisions.
Yes.
Leave comments.
It's up to you. Sure.
You jerks.
Yes.
The Great China.
That says chain.
Damn it.
So we're at the lighthouse, obviously. The lighthouse in the middle of the ocean. Mr. Andrew Ryan. And there's my lighthouse. So, yeah, I worked on this for the better part of... Well, actually, probably not the better part of a year. In total, it was probably from start to finish. It was about a year. But it wasn't the entire year that I sat there working on this, because I got bored very quickly.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Trying to do all this. This is the Kashmir restaurant, which is actually one of my favorite places in Bioshock. Which kind of sucks, because you can never go back to it after you leave. You're just done.
Yeah, I definitely remember this part of playing this.
Ah, that was fun. I had a lot of fun that time.
Of course, you knew where everything was, and I'm sitting there like, we're running around in circles for a while.
I knew where everything was, and I purposefully barely did anything because I knew where certain things were.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there running around in circles.
Not only that, I didn't know exactly where everything was because I placed it about a month before we even played. So, I forgot everything. So I forgot. This part here, that was actually from... This part here, continuing, is actually from the Bioshock 2 multiplayer. It's not part of the main game, but I really...
like it.
I like the area, so I added it on. And I had to try and figure out where it could possibly be added to. Because the Rapture in the first game is kind of... inclusive. It's there. It is what it is. And then they're just like, yeah, here's this part, and you're like, okay, where do I put this? Wonderful. So that there was actually the Footlight Theater, which is where you first see a Big Daddy in the game, which I didn't show in the actual game, but I barely showed it here, so it doesn't really matter. It's just a little tiny box. Doesn't matter. But that's where it started.
Your first cage fight with the Big Daddy.
Yeah, basically. This is what I said, this is Olympus Heights. This is Olympus Heights. It's the Square Bistro. It's just like this cool little bar, chilling right there.
Yeah, chilling is the word.
I mean, yeah, under the ocean, at the bottom of the floor. But anyway,
at the bottom of the sea.
No, definitely not. So, yeah, there are certain parts that are to this Rapture that I built. It's basically it's like what happened if it wasn't all fucked up. Here we're going into Fontaine's apartment, but so like you saw with the Kashmir restaurant, there was like a big hole in the floor. Obviously, I didn't put the big hole in the floor because then he would have just fallen out of Rapture. But but it's like it's
I did that once or twice while we were doing the videos. Fell out of Rapture.
I don't know how you did that, but anyway. This is actually where, in one of the videos, we had to go and find Fontaine. He was shoved in his bathroom over there, hiding out.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, that was a fun one. Yeah, so it's more like the pre-everything going to shit Rapture that I've made. Because
I definitely remember.
Because I didn't want to sit here, make it, and then blow it half to hell. You'll notice that there are a lot of torches around the ones that we're going to be seeing. Because, we needed to light it up for the games that we were playing, just so that A, it can be seen, and B, monsters weren't spawning, because at the time there wasn't an update to turn monsters off and still have a whole bunch of health problems. So we had to light up the area, so we took quite a bit of time to light up the area, and then I did not feel like breaking away all of those torches. So, torch it up.
Yep, you heard it. Torch it up.
This part in
Torch 'em
particular,
if you got 'em.
this part in particular, right here, the Apollo Square, is a very good example of not having like the actual Rapture you play in and having like a everything fucked up Rapture, because right here there's nobody hung in Apollo Square. There's no debris everywhere. It's just a nice open empty space.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a lot better to try and have than
more family friendly.
than to try and figure out how to get dead bodies hanging from the top of the rafters and shit. I was like, forget that. Here we are in Fort Frolic.
Oh boy.
Which was another pain in the ass for the games that we did. Because the monsters decided they just didn't want to stay there.
Nope. No, they did not.
That's
Donkey Kong!
That staircase in the Minecraft one was the biggest piece of shit to try and build.
Really?
Yes. And it looks ridiculous. But I didn't care. I had to figure it out, and I figured it out, and I made it, and I was like, alright, I'm done. I don't care anymore. I just don't.
Just ended. You were
There's
doing
the
this
stage
for a year by yourself.
Yeah, all by myself. Funny story is actually my roommate, who wasn't really, he's not big into video games or anything. He would sit there, and he would watch me as I would build this, and so like he'd just be like, what are you doing? He's like, how is this fun for you? I'm like, because I just like building stuff. And he's like, but you're just, I don't get it. I'm like, then stop watching me. Why are you watching? Go away. Like, because I've watched people build in Minecraft before. I've watched myself play, just actually playing it. Yeah. It's not fun to watch. No. I've like fallen asleep many times building shit in Minecraft.
Dude, so I don't know why. I've fallen asleep actually playing like survival mode.
Right?
Of Minecraft.
It gets boring.
It does. It's a great game to go to sleep to.
Yeah. So this is
can't sleep, play Minecraft.
Yeah, this is the strip club.
Yeah.
Actually now we're in Arcadia, but fucking Houdini Splicer trying to fuck up my day. But guess what? Boop! I got a wrench. Done. So, the interesting thing about the game of Bioshock is that you will often find many dead bodies littered around.
Yeah, just...
like, specifically in that strip club.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the problem with that is that these instances that they're showing you take place over the course of several years before you get to there. So that dead body's been laying in that bed for about 6 years.
Oh, that must smell.
But the thing is also... is that at the point of some of these people dying, Rapture was still a thriving city. So they just decided, I'm going to leave the dead body with the drill in its chest on the desk and just say, fuck it. We're just going to leave it. That's one thing that always kind of bothered me about the game. Is that the dude
Nobody gets rid of the bodies.
Nobody gets rid of the bodies. The guy, I didn't build it because I was just done at that point. But the guy that was doing the Big Daddy, Dr. Suchong, he gets drilled in by the Big Daddy, like through his chest, or through his back, whatever. You find his body drilled into his desk, and that happened at around, early 58 or some such. And this is like 1960 when you go into... So for years, his body has been in this desk, and nobody cared. They were just like, nah, leave it. That guy? No, fuck that guy. He doesn't deserve a burial or anything. Just leave him. Just fuck it.
In games like Skyrim or Fallout, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you walk into a cave and you find a dead body, no one's going to fucking go bury it.
It's in a cave. Whatever. This is a city. You're underwater. There are only so many places.
These are stores.
Yeah, there's only so many places you can go. You're gonna notice that something doesn't smell quite right.
God, at the end of
Especially
Bioshock
at a strip
2,
club.
at the end of Bioshock 2, just like nothing must smell right in this city anymore because there's just death and destruction everywhere.
Death, decay, and destruction. Absolutely.
Yeah, like that whole and all the air is ventilated, so the whole bitch probably smells.
Yeah. I mean,
really bad.
All the splicers are kind of crazy. They probably don't even. You get to the point you don't even notice it anymore because you're just used to it. But I really don't want to be used to smelling
dead body smell.
Decay.
Yeah. That's it's not really something I want to be used to.
There you have it. You can click on any of the annotations here and watch our Let's Plays that we've done, and that about sums it up. If you like it, share with your friends, and we'll see you later.
Peace, bitches.